There's something magical about walking through a theme park where laughter once echoed, but nature has started to reclaim the rides. While most abandoned amusement parks are strictly off-limits, I've discovered 6 incredible locations that offer official tours through their decaying wonderlands. These aren't just photo opportunities. They're time capsules of American entertainment history. Nestled in Berlin's Planterwald forest lies a ghost of the past, Spreepark. Opened in 1969 as Kulturpark Planterwald, it was the only permanent amusement park in the GDR. For 2 decades, it was a cherished escape, a world of color and sound behind the Iron Curtain. After the fall of the wall, the park's fate took a dramatic turn. It was privatized and renamed, but the new dream was short-lived. By 2002, mounting debts led to bankruptcy, and the gates were locked for good, leaving everything behind. Today, the park exists in a state of suspended animation, a hauntingly beautiful battleground between man-made fantasy and nature. The guided tours here are extraordinary. You'll walk past the iconic Ferris wheel, once offering panoramic views, now standing silent as the forest slowly consumes its steel skeleton. For years after its abandonment, it would still turn and creak eerily in the wind, a ghost of its former self. You'll explore bumper car tracks where trees grow through the pavement, their leaves a stark contrast to the rusted metal. But perhaps the most surreal sight is the dinosaur park. Here, massive fiberglass dinosaurs still seem to guard the empty pathways. A towering brontosaurus peers over the treetops, while a fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex lies toppled on its side, a fallen giant in a lost world, its painted eyes staring blankly into the undergrowth. The guides share stories about what life was like in East Berlin, when families would spend summer days riding these same attractions. They are storytellers, painting vivid pictures of first dates on the Ferris wheel and the sounds of laughter that once filled these now silent spaces. It's a powerful reminder that this isn't just a ruin. It was a place of immense joy, a living, breathing part of a city's complex history. Lake Shawnee in West Virginia has a reputation that precedes it. This abandoned amusement park was built directly on top of a Native American burial ground. The public tours reveal a complex history involving multiple deaths, supernatural sightings, and archaeological discoveries. That swing set you see moving in the wind? It's positioned directly over documented graves. The tour guides balance historical facts with local legends, letting you decide what to believe about this genuinely eerie location. Nestled in Medina County, Ohio, lies a place where time hasn't just stood still. It's been reclaimed by nature. Chippewa Lake Park, which operated for exactly 100 years from 1878 to 1978, offers a hauntingly unique glimpse into the past. Unlike other abandoned parks that were demolished or redeveloped, Chippewa Lake was simply locked up and left to the elements. The owner intended to reopen it, but those plans never materialized. What remains is an unintentional time capsule, a perfectly preserved ruin that tells the story of a century of joy and laughter, abruptly silenced. Perhaps the most poignant structure is the magnificent ballroom. In its heyday, this was the heart of the park, a place where the biggest names of the big band era, like Duke Ellington and Glenn Miller, filled the air with music. Couples would flock here for glamorous nights of dancing. Today, the scene is surreal. Sunlight streams through holes in the collapsed roof, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Trees have taken root in the decaying floorboards, their branches reaching towards the sky. And yet, impossibly, sheet music from the final season still rests on the stands, a silent orchestra waiting for a conductor who will never return. For years, the park was off-limits, but now, limited guided walks allow a few lucky people to step inside this forgotten world. The details they find are astonishing. The skeletal remains of the iconic wooden roller coaster, the Big Dipper, stand silhouetted against the sky, its tracks warped and twisted. The Ferris wheel, once a beacon of light and excitement, is now a rusted stationary giant, its gondolas gently swaying in the wind like ghostly pendulums. You can almost hear the distant echoes of screams and laughter carried on the breeze. Stuffed animal prizes, never claimed, sit on the shelves of carnival game stalls, their colors bleached by decades of sun. On the dance floor, where thousands of couples fell in love swaying to live music, a thick layer of debris now covers the spot where first kisses were shared and lifelong memories were made. It's more than just an abandoned park. It's a physical manifestation of collective memory, a poignant and beautiful reminder that even when the music stops and the lights go out, the stories remain, whispered on the wind through the decaying structures. Okpo Land on South Korea's Gyeoje Island has one of the strangest stories in amusement park history. Multiple deadly accidents during construction earned it a reputation as cursed, and it closed before ever officially opening. The supervised visits reveal a perfectly preserved 1990s park where rides sit unused but functional. Ticket booths still have prices posted, game prizes gather dust in vendor stalls, and that duck-shaped ride vehicle has become an unlikely internet sensation. Camelot theme park in Lancashire was Britain's answer to medieval fantasy, complete with jousting tournaments and castle attractions. While officially closed, special heritage tours reveal how nature has transformed this Arthurian wonderland. The medieval village sets are being slowly consumed by English countryside vegetation, creating an atmosphere that's more authentically ancient than when the park was operational. The round table where actors once performed nightly quests now hosts only wildlife. In the heart of the Chernobyl exclusion zone stands a haunting monument, not of stone or bronze, but of rust and silence. This is the Pripyat amusement park, arguably the most famous abandoned park in the world. Its image has become synonymous with the catastrophic nuclear disaster that unfolded here in 1986, a chilling symbol of a future that was stolen in an instant. The park was a gift to the residents of Pripyat, a model Soviet city built to house the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and their families. Its grand opening was scheduled for May 1, 1986, to coincide with the massive May Day celebrations. Children eagerly awaited their chance to ride the brand new attractions, especially the iconic Ferris wheel that promised breathtaking views of their modern city. But that day never came. On April 26th, Reactor 4 exploded. In the ensuing confusion, a persistent local legend claims the park was briefly opened on the 27th, a desperate attempt by authorities to create a sense of normalcy and prevent panic before the city's sudden evacuation was announced. The truth is debated, but it adds another layer of tragedy, the sound of fleeting laughter just before an eternity of silence. Today, the bumper cars sit frozen in a Dodgem derby of decay, their bright colors peeling beneath layers of dust and debris. Licensed tour companies guide visitors through this ghost park, their footsteps echoing where children's laughter should be. The iconic Ferris wheel stands as a silent sentinel over the abandoned city, its yellow cabins symbols of lost joy, having never completed a single passenger-filled rotation. While hotspots of radiation remain, overall levels are low enough for short guided visits. The constant, unnerving click of Geiger counters serves as an invisible reminder of the danger that still lingers. A visit here isn't for entertainment. It's a pilgrimage to a place where time stopped, offering a profound and sobering lesson on the fragility of our world and how quickly a vibrant life can be extinguished forever. When exploring abandoned theme parks, bring a camera with excellent low-light performance. Many areas will be dim even during day tours. Respect photography restrictions at each location, and remember that some sites prohibit flash photography to preserve deteriorating materials. The best shots often focus on details: a single carousel horse, faded signage, or nature growing through machinery. These small elements tell the bigger story of time's passage. Which abandoned theme park adventure is calling to you? I've included booking information for each location, plus recommended photography gear and travel planning resources in the description. Some of these tours book up months in advance, so plan ahead for your abandoned amusement park expedition. Next Tuesday, I'm taking you on a road trip to ghost towns you can drive right up to. Destinations perfect for a weekend getaway.